Commodores. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida's offense takes the field. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lovett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Randall. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grab behind the line. It's Lovett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
There's the pressure. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Cut it in the window for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Catch in the middle, it's King. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's King. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Touchdown doors! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to throw on third. The short hands, it's Thomas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Bringing the heat. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys wanted to have...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
So it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a grab for a big play. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Gators decide to punt it away.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
downs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Using his legs, it's Lovett. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Okay, ready?
Quick handoff. Gets away from one. He's got space.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Pulls and fires complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. The run to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. You know, in this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Randall. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Commodores are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense drags him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Kane. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing.
Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Here comes the heat. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.